Hey everyone, welcome back. We're doing a deep dive today. And, well, you know how much you love being out on the water.
Oh, yeah.
And you're always asking about staying corrected.
Right.
Well, this one is for you because we're looking into getting reliable, high-speed internet on your yacht, even when you're far offshore.
Even in the Golden Isles of Florida.
Yeah, that's right. You sent us some information about Starlink Maritime plans from Marine Data Solutions.
Sounds promising.
Yeah, so let's take a look at what it all means.
Right?
Imagine this, you're anchored off, some secluded island in the Bahamas.
Beautiful.
Enjoying an amazing sunset, but you can still video chat with your family back home.
No way.
That's what we're talking about today.
That's amazing. It's really changing things for yacht owners.
Yeah, for years, reliable internet at sea was a luxury.
Oh, totally.
Very few could afford it, but this Starlink is making it a reality for so many more butters.
Absolute.
Okay, so Marine Data Solutions, you sent us information about them. What makes them stand out as the go-to experts for Starlink Maritime in your area?
Well, they're an authorized PepLink Starlink solution provider.
Okay.
And that's important because PepLink builds the network equipment that makes this all work.
Right.
It's all designed for, tough environments.
Oh, so it can really hold up at a marine environment.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this authorization means they have the deepest level of technical expertise to get that system configured perfectly for your yacht.
So it's not just about sticking a Starlink dish on the deck, right?
No, no.
No, there's more to it.
There's way more to it to making sure it all works together with everything else on the yacht.
Seamlessly.
Right.
Yeah.
Marine Data Solutions, they specialize in this kind of integration.
Got it.
They know the challenges of being out on the water, salt spray vibration.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
Their stuff.
Their systems are designed to withstand it all.
Wow.
And work with your yacht's existing communication systems.
So they work with what you already have.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, I noticed they really emphasize that 2047 support.
Oh, yeah.
That has to be such a relief for anyone relying on internet connectivity at sea.
Right. It's crucial.
Yeah.
You're working remotely or maybe just, staying in touch with your family, downloading weather information.
Keeping everyone safe.
Exactly. It gives you peace of mind.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about what this means for you as a yacht owner.
Okay.
What are the benefits of Starlink Maritime?
How does it change things on board? Well, the most obvious benefit is uninterrupted connectivity.
Even when you're miles from shore.
Yeah, you're not relying on weak Wi-Fi signals from marinas.
Or expensive cellular data.
Right. Starlink Maritime lets you take your home internet experience with you on the open ocean.
Wow. Okay, so what can you actually do with that kind of connectivity? Is it just for checking emails, or can you stream movies and have video conferences without any problems?
Oh, no, you can do all of that.
Really?
Yeah, we're talking serious bandwidth here, enough to support a lot of devices at once.
Wow.
You can stream high-definition content, have those lag-free video calls.
So you could be working remotely from your yacht.
Absolutely.
Anchored in some beautiful cove.
That's the dream.
Crystal clear water.
It's becoming a reality.
That sounds pretty good. You mentioned they install both the Starlink High Performance and Flat High Performance kits.
Yeah.
What's the difference? How would someone know which one is right for them?
That's a great question. So the high-performance kit is for the people who need the absolute fastest speeds.
Okay.
Highest bandwidth. It's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But the performance is amazing.
Right.
The flat high-performance kit is smaller.
Okay.
More streamlined. Offers slightly lower speeds, but still plenty for most yacht owners.
Still good.
Marine Data Solutions can help you choose.
Right, so they really take the time to understand what each client needs and tailor the system.
Well, yeah, it's not one size fits all.
Not at all.
They really go above and beyond just selling and installing equipment.
Okay.
It's a personalized service.
So they'll take a look at how I use the internet.
Exactly. Your usage patterns.
The layout of my yacht.
The layout, the equipment you have.
Oh, wow.
It's all part of it.
It sounds like they're really focused on creating a seamless experience.
Totally.
Which is pretty important on a yacht where space and functionality are key.
Right. Every inch counts.
Yeah, and that attention to detail extends to the installation itself.
Oh, for sure.
So they use professional-grade equipment,
Best.
techniques ensuring that the installation looks good and performs well.
It's got to be hell.
Yeah. They also do post-installation testing to optimize everything for your specific yacht.
We want it to be perfect.
So it's not just about getting it installed, but making sure it all works together.
Seamlessly.
With all the other systems.
Exactly.
And that's where their expertise comes in.
Yeah, that's what they're good at.
Now, you mentioned Marine Data Solutions is in all the major marinas throughout the Golden Isles.
Yeah.
But they specifically mentioned a few. Which ones stood out?
Well, they highlighted Bahia Mar Yachting Center, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
And Safe Harbor Lauderdale Marine Center as key places they do installations.
Oh, that's interesting. So someone could literally be getting their yacht serviced or prepped for a trip and have Starlink Maritime installed at the same time.
That's the idea.
Wow, that's convenient.
No need to deal with multiple vendors.
And I think they mentioned a couple others too, right?
Yeah, they also do installations at Marine Max Pompano and Marine Max Miami.
So they're covering a lot of ground.
Yeah, they want to make it easy for yacht owners in the area.
So they've really positioned themselves to be accessible to the yachting community in the Golden Isles.
Absolutely.
They're not just an internet provider.
No, they're a partner.
Helping you navigate this whole world of maritime connectivity.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have a confession to make.
Right.
When I first heard about Starlink Maritime, I thought it was going to be this insanely expensive, complex thing.
Oh, yeah.
That only mega yachts could afford.
I get it.
But from what you sent, it seems like it's actually becoming surprisingly affordable.
Yeah, it is.
For a lot of yacht owners.
You're right.
Am I right?
Yeah, it's still a premium service.
Okay.
But it's becoming more attainable.
Okay.
And when you consider the benefits,
the freedom to work how you want to live how you want.
To be connected.
It starts to look like a really good investment.
Totally.
Especially when you compare it to the cost of traditional satellite internet services.
Right. Those can be expensive.
Yeah, and often have limitations.
Like data caps and slower speeds.
Yeah, exactly. Starlink Maritime offers much more.
It's faster.
Reliable, cost-effective in the long run.
Plus, with marine data solutions handling everything from installation to ongoing support.
Yeah, it takes the guesswork out of it.
Makes it easy. Let's talk a bit more about the bigger picture here.
Okay.
We've talked about how this is a game changer for yacht owners.
Yeah.
But what about its impact on the whole maritime industry? That's a really interesting point. It's not just about luxury yachts anymore.
Right.
This technology has the potential to change everything.
Like what?
Commercial fishing shipping.
Oh, wow.
Scientific research, even rescue operations.
That's amazing.
Imagine research vessels collecting and analyzing data in real time.
No way.
Fishing fleets coordinating their efforts, better cargo ships, optimizing their route.
So it's all about efficiency.
Yeah, it's like the ocean is becoming part of the connected world.
Breaking down those communication barriers that have existed for centuries.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it's making things safer and more sustainable, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Ships can communicate better during emergencies.
That's huge.
They have access to real-time weather data to avoid storms.
So it's not just about convenience and entertainment.
It's
about changing how we operate and interact with the ocean.
Exactly.
And this is just the beginning.
It's only going to get better.
As this technology continues to evolve, we can expect even faster speeds.
Lower latency.
And even more innovative applications.
Things we haven't even thought of yet.
It's exciting to think about where this could all lead.
I know, right?
I can't help but wonder if we'll see yachts transform into floating offices.
Maybe.
Or entire communities living and working sustainably at sea, all connected by this high-speed internet.
It's possible.
It's really breaking down those barriers between life on land and life at sea.
It is.
And that's a powerful concept, especially for those of us who love spending time on the water.
It's changing our relationship with the ocean.
All right, before we get too carried away with these futuristic visions,
okay,
let's bring it back to you, our listener.
Right.
You're the one considering Starlink Maritime for your yacht.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you're the one who'll decide if it's the right fit for your needs.
It's a big decision.
So what are some key questions you should be asking yourself? What factors should you be considering when making this decision?
Well, first, think about how you use the internet on your yacht now. Is it mainly for communication, emails, calls, staying connected with family?
Okay, so figure out what you need it for.
Yeah, or is it more about entertainment? Streaming movies, music, gaming?
Or maybe work, navigation.
Exactly. Do you ever need it for work or perhaps for navigation and weather information?
That makes sense. Figuring out those core needs will help narrow down the options.
Right. Once you have a clearer picture of your usage patterns, you can start to consider the different Starlink Maritime plans available.
Okay, so there are different plans.
Yeah, some offer higher speeds, others have different data allowances.
It's about finding the right plan that fits your needs and your budget.
Exactly.
And that's where Marine Data Solutions can really help.
Oh, absolutely.
They can guide you through different plans, explain the technical details in plain English.
And make sure you end up with the right system for your specific yacht.
It's a true partnership.
Not just a transaction.
You know, it's interesting to think about how something like internet connectivities can actually impact the whole experience of owning a yacht.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
We often think about things like the boat itself, the destinations, the activities.
Right, the shun stuff.
But having reliable internet access at sea could fundamentally change how we use and enjoy our yachts.
For sure, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Like what?
Imagine being able to extend your vacations by working remotely from your yacht.
Oh, that would be nice.
Or exploring more remote destinations knowing you're still connected.
That's a good point.
It could even change how we socialize on board with video calls and shared online experiences.
It's really breaking down those barriers between life on land and life at sea.
Exactly.
And I think that's a powerful concept, especially for those of us who love spending time on the water.
It is. It's really exciting.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a final thought.
All right.
We've talked about all the practical benefits of Starlink Maritime, but there's also a sense of freedom that comes with this kind of connectivity.
Oh, totally. Freedom to explore.
Freedom to work and live on your own terms.
Freedom to connect with loved ones no matter where you are.
Exactly. It's about removing those limitations and allowing you to truly embrace the possibilities of life on the water.
It's about making the most of your time on the water.
So as you continue to explore the world of maritime connectivity, keep that sense of freedom in mind.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
It's what makes this technology so compelling and so transformative. And with the expertise of marine data solutions to guide you, who knows where your next adventure might take you.
The possibilities are endless.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
See you next time. They also offer installation at Marine Max Pompano and Marine Max Miami.
Okay, so they're really making sure they're covering a lot of ground there.
Yeah, they want to provide options for yacht owners in the area.
It really sounds like they've strategically positioned themselves to be accessible to the yachting community in the Golden Arrows.
Absolutely.
They're not just an internet provider, they're really a partner,
Right.
helping you figure this all out.
This whole world of maritime connectivity.
Okay, I have a confession.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I first heard about Starlink Maritime, I thought it was going to be this ridiculously expensive thing that only mega yachts could afford.
I think a lot of people think that.
But from what you sent, it seems like it's actually becoming a lot more affordable.
It is.
For a wider range of yacht owners.
You're right. It's still a premium service.
Okay.
But it's definitely becoming more attainable.
And when you consider the benefits,
The freedom
to work how you want to live, how you want,
stay connected.
it seems like a good investment.
It really does.
Especially when you compare it to the cost of traditional satellite internet services.
Oh, yeah, those can be really expensive.
And they often have limitations.
Like data caps and slower speeds.
So Starlink Maritime is offering a lot more.
It's faster, more reliable, and honestly, often more cost-effective over time.
And with marine data solutions, they handle everything.
Installation, ongoing support, the whole thing.
It makes it so much easier.
Takes the guesswork out of it.
Let's talk about the bigger picture here.
Okay.
We've talked about how this is changing things for individual yacht owners.
Right.
But what about its impact on the entire maritime industry?
That's a really interesting point to bring up because it's not just about luxury yachts anymore.
No.
This technology could transform all kinds of things.
Like what?
Think about commercial fishing, shipping, scientific research, even rescue operations.
Wow.
Research vessels could be collecting and analyzing data in real time.
That would be incredible.
Fishing fleets could coordinate their efforts. Better cargo ships could optimize their routes for better efficiency.
So it's really about making everything more efficient.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the ocean is becoming a part of our connected world finally.
It's changing down those communication barriers that have been there for so long.
Exactly.
And it's creating opportunities for increased safety and sustainability, too.
Absolutely. Ships can communicate better in emergencies, and they can get real-time weather data to help them avoid storms.
It's really not just about convenience and entertainment anymore.
Nope.
It's really about changing how we work and interact with the ocean.
Changing our relationship with the ocean.
And all of this is just the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
As the technology gets better, we can expect faster speeds, lower latency, even more innovative applications.
Things we haven't even thought of yet.
It's exciting to think about what's coming next.
Isn't it?
I mean, could we see yachts becoming floating offices?
Maybe.
Or entire communities living and working at sea?
It's possible.
All connected by this high-speed
That's
internet.
a whole new world.
It really is breaking down those barriers between life on land and life at sea.
It is.
And I think that's a pretty powerful idea, especially for those of us who just love being out on the water.
Absolutely. It's changing everything.
All right, so before we get too carried away with all these futuristic ideas,
Right.
let's bring it back down to earth for a minute.
Back to reality.
Our listener is considering Starlink Maritime for their yacht.
Right.
And ultimately, they're the one who will decide if it's right for them.
It's a big decision.
So what are some questions they should be asking themselves?
We'll start by thinking about how you use the internet on your yacht now.
Okay.
Do you mostly use it for communication, emails, calls, staying in touch with family? Or is it more for entertainment, like streaming movies, music, gaming?
Okay, so figure out what you need it for.
Exactly. And do you need it for work? Or maybe for navigation and weather information?
That makes sense. Figuring out what you need it for will help you decide.
Right. Once you know how you use it, then you can look at the different Starlink Maritime plans.
So there are different plans available.
Yeah, there are some plans that offer faster speeds and others have different data limits.
So you got to find the plan that matches what you need and what you can afford.
Exactly.
And that's where marine data solutions can really help, right?
Definitely.
They can walk you through all the plans and explain all the technical details.
Make it easy to understand.
Yeah, and make sure you end up with the right system for your yacht.
It's all about finding the perfect fit.
You know, it's interesting to think about how something like internet connectivity can totally change what it's like to own a yacht.
It really can.
We think about the boat itself, the places we go, the things we do.
The fun stuff.
But having good internet out at sea could change how we use our yachts and how much we enjoy them.
I think you're right. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, imagine extending your vacation because you can work remotely from your yacht.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Or exploring those more remote destinations, knowing you can still stay connected.
I like that.
It could even change how we socialize on board. More video calls, more sharing stuff online.
Yeah, it's like breaking down those walls between life on land and life at sea.
Exactly.
And I think that's pretty powerful for people who love being on the water.
It's a whole new way to experience the ocean.
Before we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one last thought.
Okay.
We've talked about all the good things about Starlink Maritime, all the practical stuff.
The benefits.
But there's also the sense of freedom that comes with it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The freedom to explore, to work, and live how you want to connect with people no matter where you are.
It's about getting rid of those limits and really embracing everything that life on the water has to offer.
Making the most of it?
So as you keep looking into maritime connectivity, keep that feeling of freedom in mind.
It's important.
It's what makes this technology so exciting and so powerful. And with marine data solutions there to help you, who knows where your next adventure will take you?
The possibilities are endless. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. See you next time.